I see ES hit constant encroachment of this gap. I wanna just curious here. And high of this if we don't include the volume imbalance. And now we're seeing retracement here. We have sell side here and no sort of retracement that I really love here. We're gonna be opening with the opening range gap premium. It is possible for a price to retrace all the way down into these 1 hour for value gaps, but I've just been so bullish here this past week or so. Ever since Monday, we've just been a parabolic price run higher. And notice how Monday opening range, midnight opening range, supports price. Tuesday, midnight opening range, we failed to even trade to it. Wednesday, midnight opening range. Thursday, midnight opening range. We went down into it. And then here we are at Friday, where we're less likely to be bullish. So we'll see if we get that same thing at midnight opening range. But I want this 15-minute for value gap. I'm gonna annotate that on my other chart here. Traded into our smooth lows. I was just tape reading this, but it's not my model to trade before 9:30, so I didn't trade. We have this SIBI here in a premium, volume imbalance within here. We form a breaker, down close candle, right there. Boom, we're trading into it, waking up into it, breaking lower, leaving this, failing to trade back up into that, or the inversion for value gap, trading lower, then down into our smooth lows. Now we're using this busy. There's no smooth draw on liquidity right now. It's already been taken. Midnight opening range still exists in a discount. And we're starting to spool lower after hitting this for value gap here. New day opening gap, watching that. Okay, we have opening range gap, constant encroachment. We already hit 0.25 of that gap. Trade into midnight opening range right now. Minor sell side hit. We have this SIBI here. No first presented for value gap, obviously. These are equal lows here. We have that 15-minute for value gap. Old new week opening gap that as well we traded into. Today's new day opening gap. And then we have yesterday's new day opening gap here. And then 624. Whipsaw price action after taking this high here. See if we expand lower here. Equal lows taken. See if we use constant encroachment this wick. Alright, we hit this SIBI here. Old buy side imbalance here. See if that acts as inversion to send us lower into new day opening gap. We have midnight opening range that we just hit. Right here. Okay, we have a pretty smaller first presented fair value gap here. Let's see if this. We're still on a 5-minute SIBI. Volume imbalance right here. We put in a low here. Short-term low here. See if that gets supported by higher prices. Into our equal highs here. Buy side. Minor buy side. ES just created a first. Is about to create a first presented fair value gap. This is that 15-minute fair value gap. ES creates this. And you have a premium fair value gap. allowing price to retrace into this gap. I'm including this volume imbalance, but let's see if it wants to like just trade into that gap. Okay, now this should see higher prices from that. They also have first presented fair value gap on NQ. If this fails to send price higher into this, that's something to watch for because we just entered this 15-minute possible inversion fair value gap. We have wicks on both sides of the range right now. Equal lows have already been taken, so okay, let's see if we reclaim the SIBI here, or if we want to use it as inversion. ES looks good. ES looks like we're trying to trade above these equal highs here into that, with these equal highs into that SIBI. ES just hit consequent encroachment of that daily SIBI. Here, it's working it right now. It also has a 15-minute inversion fair value gap as well, so, or just a buy side imbalance here. So that could get used as inversion to send us lower into the sell side new day opening gap. So for me, I just don't want to take a long because we have a premium new week opening gap or premium opening range gap, and we're just in a premium on the week. This week has just been, other than Monday, just not too much opportunity. We have hit minor buy side though, and we're not trading lower from that. So I want to pull up the ES here real quick. Get the wicks there. Notice how we respected that 1 hour wick. We're down into it. Body's respecting consequent encroachment. Wait, was it? Wait, 4 hour wick. I thought it was on the 1 hour chart that whole time. Well, that kind of changes my analysis. The body's at that 15-minute fair value gap. We're hitting all the wicks at the civvy. High resistance liquidity run. Failing to create fair value gaps. And just spending a lot of time in this range. As we've gotten all week. As we've gotten all week. ES about to trade into the premium civvy here. Note, first presented fair value gap traded into here. Then just a very small high resistance price run into our premium civvy almost. If we can trade above all these wicks, that would be kind of bullish. But might have to drop lower to then do that. Where are you from? I'm from the United States. Is ICT sun? No. It's going to be a range market today. I would agree. Maybe taking this high here. We have buy side liquidity. Just nothing of anything I like. If there is a move, it'll probably be lunch or PM session. I think AM session could consolidate. You get something like that, or we could get something like that. Who knows? No one knows for sure. We have this high here, and look at all these wicks into that. I don't see this as a retracement back down into opening range gap though, just because we spent so much time here kind of accumulating, and we're now above these wicks. So let's see if we want to take minor buy side in this gap or my next draw. If we want to go higher than that, we can trade into here, but there's nothing that I want to trade. Notice how we retrace down to this SIBI here before then going higher. Constantly occurred to that wick. Rejecting that. Wait, I want to measure this one. Okay, about the same level. Okay, we took this buy side. ES is probably trading to the premium SIBI. Yeah. And this just looks bullish. So I'd like to see this remain light up into possibly buy side liquidity. NQ does not give that same bias though. So NQ and ES have differing bias. So this is not something I want to trade. Notice how we hit the 15-minute fair value gap. We hit that constant encroachment here. Now it looks like we're just create a wick. All these wicks. Yeah, I might end stream here. No reason to be in this type of market. Okay, now we want to see expansion here. Trade up into equal highs. After hitting the low of that 15-minute fair value gap. We want ES to stay light here. Okay, minor buy side. Let's see if we want to trade in the SIBI. ES is almost at this high. Okay, I kind of want to see this get left as breakaway gap and use this as inversion here. Okay, let's see if we want to retrace into this. So close to all-time highs. Whoa. Let's have a big gap. That's weird. We have this small buy side imbalance as well, so we just trade into that, as well as the low of this potential inversion. Alright, once buy side gets taken, I'll probably just end stream. And that'll be it for me today. I could possibly take a lunch or PM session trade, but I'd have to be using the first presented fair value gap of that range. And since it's a Friday, we've just been going straight up all week. There's nothing that I really want to do. And it looks like we're going to be in all-time highs again. We already are on the continuous contract. Okay, buy side taken. We have a literally the same exact model as yesterday. Just a market maker buy model here. 8:30 news, leaving some more relative equal highs, but failing to take buy side anyways. Trading lower, then trade higher. Yesterday, what did we get? We had 8:30 news, trading lower first, creating relative equal highs, trade lower to then trade higher. And then yesterday we just continued higher the whole day. Here, 8:30 news, trading lower. 9:30 we get a intermediate term low, sweeping sell side liquidity equal lows, trading higher, inversion for value gap, inversion for value gap, up into buy side liquidity. And yeah, that's it. This was left as breakaway gap, which we wanted to see. We're not respecting this 15-minute. It gets used as discount up into buy side. Notice where the low gets put in. Midnight opening range. Yesterday as well. Where do we put that low? Midnight opening range. Just sweeping these lows here. Midnight opening range, trade higher. Now we have this big buy side imbalance, which should be respected if we want to continue trading higher. This should be respected to then trade higher. If it's still bullish, it still has some juice. Are you? I'm decent, bro. My trading's been a little shaky again. Any trades? No, I haven't traded today. Like, this is exactly my problem. I don't like necessarily this. Like, this is kind of just high resistance. I don't really care about trading this, but the days when I see it clearer, I don't execute. And I kind of just hesitate and say, okay, I don't want to be trading that. But then there's other days when I'm just impulsive, and those are days when it's likely a consolidation or I'm trading against a bias. So I guess it all stems from just me not trusting and me not accepting risk. But like right here at this buy side imbalance, that could have been a buy here. Anything in here could have been a buy. Anything in here. Like if I just buy this knowing that we have equal highs in a civvy here with buy side, and we've just been bullish. But these are just opportunities to learn and grow as a trader and as a person. So I'll never get mad at sitting on my hands and just watching price. That's never a bad thing. But yeah, I just need to trust myself as a trader, and I feel like that's been my biggest pitfall, is not trusting myself when it's time to, but then getting kind of, I guess, greedy and over trading all psychological aspects. Anyways, I'm gonna end stream. It's not really better than losing money. 100%, yeah, 100%. And like, looking back at the market, there's always something that you could have done better. Like, you could have always made more money. You could have always have put, like, yeah, it's hindsight. Easily I could have traded that here. And I guess experience, it comes with experience and just seeing it over and over, being a creature of repetition. Anyways, there isn't too much more I want to see at all. And Q1 we're in all-time highs. Crazy. Continuous contract. ES isn't in all-time highs, so we still have range higher. Man, why do we got to be in all-time highs again? Not a good place to be. I mean, there's still gonna be trades, but it's just like, whatever. And like, at least when I see the market, because we've had this here, this fast move lower, fast move higher, we're likely going to continue in all-time highs for a little bit here. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I might possibly take a trade lunch or PM session, but I have to be utilizing the first presented fair value gap in that time. I mean, we still do have opening range gap that could want to be traded into, but I think it's kind of unlikely. But that's something that could happen, so keeping that on the radar. But this just looks bullish, doesn't look bearish at all. And let's see, yeah, what else we get. So anyways, have a good one. Appreciate you. How often do you come live? I'm very inconsistent, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna try to be every day. Every day I'll try to be live. I used to live stream every day for like 3-4 hours, but now I've just been sticking to 9:30 to 11. The AM session, that's all I trade now. Or if I trade lunch or PM, it has to be using the first presented fair value gap of that range. So yeah, I'll definitely be live Monday and continue on.